So my name is Tamara Dawit. I'm a Ethiopian, Erythréenne, Canadian and Ukrainian, and I live here in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, where I run a creative production company. My background, my educational background is in arts management, primarily focused on the music industry, but when you study management in the arts, it really opens up doors for you to work in a variety of sectors. So I've worked in theatre, in dance, music, and now I work primarily in film. So here in Ethiopia, I work as a film producer, a music producer, an arts administrator, and periodically as a director of documentary films. I think the thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that my company here in Ethiopia, we spend 50% of our time producing films and producing music projects, and the other 50% of the time on capacity building. And that means we work with emerging filmmakers, emerging directors, emerging producers, and musicians to help them on the business skills of their project, because there's a lot of very talented people here, talented singers, talented storytellers, but sometimes there's a gap and a disconnect on the business side of how they can monetize their content and how they can get their content out of Ethiopia. So I'm most proud of the training and capacity building and mentorship work we do in those areas. The women who inspire me most in my life is actually two. It's my grandmothers, so my Ethiopian grandmother and also my Ukrainian Canadian grandmother. And I just really look up to them. I've received a lot of advice and mentorship from them throughout my life, and actually the first film that I directed was about my grandmothers and comparing their lives to mine, sort of as a tribute to them. My advice to young women, I think the most important thing that I did in my career to help me was to understand the business side and to understand how to run a small business. And I think often we get really excited about becoming a fashion designer or a chef or opening up a store, and we're passionate about maybe the artistic side or even if it's science or technology, but we forget to think about like budgeting and taxes and legal things. So my advice is pursue your passion, but if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you have to also take some time to study and understand the business side, because even if you have an accountant and a lawyer and all those people in your team, you need to understand what they're doing so that you can communicate with them and make sure that everything's running smoothly in your business.